don't get no more. Woo!
That's all we got. Wow, you did the countdown really fast there, Danny.
Well,
Hey everyone, welcome to another amazing live stream with me and Danny.
and the chickens.
And the chickens.
And Shop Mom.
And the chickens and Shop Mom. We got Shop Mom in the other room ready to keep y'all in line. If you are rude, so don't be rude.
Yes.
So today we're going to ease sort of back into book club. You can see we have our books in front of us. Hopefully you have your books in front of you as well. Oh, hello everyone. Oh, hi. Oh, we got Brian in the room. We're a little bit Russ?
We're a little rusty.
Hunt. I love the poultry guys joke. I'm going to say, y'all are amazing. I think I've gotten the poultry guys joke in my DMs like 6 or 7 times now. Some of you are probably wondering about what's going on behind us. We'll explain that in a minute. Actually, we'll explain it now.
Yeah, sorry. There's a reason for the scary fan.
Liliana decorated our fan for the holidays. And yeah, we'll explain that one in just a little bit. Oh, my ring! I forgot my ring. Oh, here it is. Okay.
That's right.
It's October. So we're kind of getting into the spirit of Halloween already.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have yours already?
I have mine that I left right there.
Oh, Jamie lost his. Okay, that's fine. So today we're just going to start out with book club by giving y'all your reading assignment for next time. So we got them both?
Yep.
Okay, and they glow in the dark, apparently. They don't really
Yeah.
fit on our fingers.
Lily had a check, and they do glow in the dark.
Yes, Lily checked. They do glow in the dark. So the next time that we're going to be meeting with y'all is going to be on the 29th at 3:30. So Friday the 29th at 3:30. And we're going to be spending the entire live stream discussing what we read in the book. So we're going to sort of ease you into book club yet again. Not every single live stream that we're going to do is book club, but we do want to actually like get through the book and finish it and read all of it and also discuss it. I think some of my favorite parts about book club is like getting together and actually like discussing it with y'all and seeing what y'all thought of it. So, thank you, Brian. Brian reminded us not to forget the chicken timers, so we can't forget the chicken timers.
Yes, we just did the chicken timers.
What are the chicken timers set for? We got
one set for 30 minutes and one for an hour.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we've got stuff down.
And it just might as well make it official.
Oh, that's right.
It's
it is.
just,
It is actually happy hour.
It's after 5.
It is after
5.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's
It's
right.
5 o'clock here. It's 5 o'clock here. Hey, do we have any announcements? Oh, we have announcements.
We do have announcements.
We do have announcements, and that is that we are having, or I'm having, another Motor Mythbusters watch party open to the public at High Cider, and that is on Saturday at 7 o'clock, starting at 7 o'clock. So come.
And if you've never been there, don't worry about eating before you get there.
Yeah, they have
Yes.
amazing food there. They really do. Yeah, they have a food truck there. It is like Cajun, like Southern food. And it is absolutely amazing. I love their food so much. They have a lot of gluten-free options if y'all have a hard time eating gluten like I do. And it's absolutely amazing. And the cider is so good. It's a special sort of cider called Sizer. It's like halfway between. Oh, thank you! Thank you, Fungal Spore! Oh my goodness, thank you so much!
Well, I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I'll drink to that too. All right, up top.
We don't need
Cheers!
anything to drink.
The one thing I'll say about that food is I've never had better Brussels sprouts.
Mm-hmm.
The Brussels sprouts are amazing.
They're absolutely phenomenal.
The Brussels sprouts are amazing.
It's
And they have
outdoors.
cheese and bacon on them.
Oh, God,
Really?
yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even
I knew
notice
there was
that.
some reason it tasted so
Cheese
good.
and Brussels sprouts.
You put bacon on anything, and it's just going to be really good.
Yeah, and like raisins and stuff. I don't know, it's really, really, really good. So,
Yes.
all right, let us know what you're drinking in the chats. And I'm going to start out by reading the introduction to the book. And we want to know how many of y'all had the book and are joining us for book club. This is not, this whole entire live stream is not about book club. I just wanted to introduce the book to y'all, get y'all excited about it, and then of course, now that we all have the book, give you the reading assignments so we could all start off on the same page for Friday.
We had already gotten through not quite half the book before, but we had to stop because of scheduling stuff.
I left!
And at that time, we couldn't tell you why. Now you know why.
Now you know why.
So
Yeah.
everything is cool. Everything is awesome.
thanks,
Everybody's
sir,
healthy.
Justin. Oh my
But
gosh.
now we're going to start at the beginning of again. Don't feel like we're not trying to sell you anything. You don't have to go buy anything to participate. You can just listen, enjoy. We'll tell you. We kind of do enjoy that. We don't know everything, and
Yeah.
a lot of y'all have brought other parts of the book that we may have not. We only have a certain amount of time to talk about it, but a lot of things that y'all have seen that you want to talk about. It's just interesting. It's
Yeah.
interactive. It's not just us telling you about it, but you don't have to go buy a book to participate. Just get yourself something.
Oh
to
yeah,
drink, a glass of water.
you're absolutely welcome to still hang
hang.
out and be around us and just talk about book club. So, okay, so this is the second book in Smokey's trilogy, and I have the soft version, the
And
soft cover.
This is the hardback version,
And
and
here's
there's
the
a little bit of
hardcover.
difference that we've seen on.
Yeah,
if we say
some
page 8 or
pictures.
something, it may be a different page in her book and my book, but they're pretty darn close. They're pretty darn close.
And I wanna read the introduction as well. Oh, the warning. The books always start out with a warning. So this is a warning from us. Don't blame us for what's in this book. This is very much
Yes.
true to the times, and Smokey was a little rude sometimes.
It's in his own words.
Yeah.
The true words is especially in these times. You don't be offended if words offend you. If you got to just put yourself aside and listen to his words. And there's a reason for it. There's actually because we may not see it right at the beginning, but you kind of he's always got something to say. The reason for the story, and he's doing the proper language that they used back then.
Right.
So if you didn't like to hang around in the pits at either NASCAR or Indy, they didn't use all the proper words. This is the words that he's using. So don't be offended. If words offend you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this might not be the book for you.
Yes.
So, at the very beginning it says, warning, this book is written in Old Southern racing English. Anyone under the age of 18 should read this in the company of a grandfather race fan for translation regarding language, social, and moral interpretations. So.
And it's all true.
Now there's actually, I think, 2 introductions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, just one introduction,
one,
and then
and
we start with the historical perspective. The introduction was written by Humpy Wheeler in 2001, and it's only a couple pages long, so I'm just going to read it to y'all. Just for those of you who do not know who Smokey Unick is, I like this introduction because it, from the perspective of someone else, gives a good idea about who Smokey is. So if you were not already interested, and maybe it'll make you interested in book club or interested in Smokey. Hey, you got my glass. Does that mean I have your glass?
Oh yes.
Oh,
They've
well,
been washed, and so.
That's fine. All right. Okay.
Yes.
So, I don't specifically remember meeting Smokey. As a young man interested in stock car racing during the 50s, he was just always in my consciousness. Our first meeting, probably at Darlington in the 50s when I was a teenager, down there working for Russ Catlin. Russ was the best publicist we've ever had in American racing. He put Darlington on the map, and certainly his publicity did a lot to put Smokey on the map. He was one of the early publicists that recognized Smokey's engaging personality and enormous talent. Stock car racing has always been a magnet for creative people. We've had creative promoters, publicists, creative-minded mechanically, engine, chassis, etc. There's no doubt that Smokey is the most creative on the mechanical side we've ever had in stock car racing. He thought completely outside of the box most of the time. For me, his most phenomenal technological triumph came when his car captured the pole with Curtis Turner at Daytona in '67. Notice I say car, not Chevelle. That was one special machine. I don't think folks today realize just how impossible it was for Smokey to come in there with that car against the might of Ford and Chrysler with multi-million dollar factory teams. Only Smokey could pull it off with a dark horse car numbered 13 amongst the superstitious racers of the day. He was just about the only Chevy entered. No one knew what a Chevelle should look like. When that black and gold car took to the track, it was like something from a movie. Putting it on the pole was terribly embarrassing to Ford and Chrysler. The trick was that, along with the customary masterful engine building, Smokey had figured out just how much aerodynamics meant. He slicked that car up and went out there and blew them off the track. There have been other great cars in stock car racing, cars like the Hudson Hornets and the Chrysler 300s. But in my mind, that car is the #1 car in the history of stock car racing. In addition to being a mechanical wizard, Smokey was a sensitive and ferocious competitor as a crew chief. He had an uncanny ability to feel what the driver was thinking and read a driver's performance. In the days before radio, it was especially important for a mechanic to be able to feel what was going on with the driver. His ability to observe a car at speed and to understand and communicate with the driver kept his cars in front and out of the wall most of the time. His contribution to stock car racing is rather large. You might say his methods helped set a pattern emulated by most of today's crew chiefs. What they do and how they do it comes in a large part from what Smokey did at the very genesis of this sport. In fact, Smokey's mechanical ability frequently meant that drivers were operating in territory seldom experienced by other drivers. His cars had so much more horsepower that though Smokey knew a lot about chassis dynamics and built really good chassis, his cars were often not up to managing the corners. Smokey's cars always had the more horsepower, so almost anyone who drove for him was inexperienced when they first got in the car. And for this reason, he had to know who was up to handling his equipment and who was not. Luckily, he also had the extraordinary ability to know when a driver was past his prime. Ooh, and we talk about this later on in the book, and I love that part too. He had a magical way of seeing the little signs that predate retirement. He once confessed that those signs always made him nervous. For all of his achievements, Smokey remained a person of sincere and passionate commitment to the racing community. I can still recall being in Indianapolis in 1964 on the day that Fireball crashed at Charlotte. At the time, I was working for Firestone when I took a call from Max Molman, who told me of Fireball's fiery wreck. Upon finding Smokey, I knew what I had to do would be one of the hardest tasks of my life. I knew that Smokey had tried to get Fireball to retire earlier that year. He saw that Roberts was past his prime. He was in his garage sitting next to the wreckage of his capsule Indy car with his hat off his head in his hands. Smokey very rarely removed his hat, so I knew that he had taken the loss of his qualifying hopes very hard. I also knew I was about to take him lower. Even in the depths of despair, Smokey was a man of purposeful, compassionate action. After I told him of Fireball's accident, he quickly loaded his tools, left the car for his helper to bring home, and headed for Charlotte. His disappointment in missing the race he loved was very quickly put aside, and without regret, he left to be near and help his old friend in any way that he could. Above all, Smokey was and is a man of action, a man who worked, raced, thought, and lived just as hard as he could. And this book is a testament not only to his talent as a great racer, as a great innovator, but also as an energetic, caring member of the community of stock car racers that built the sport we all love. What a great introduction!
It is.
I love that.
Y'all are probably thinking, well, let's read it all. We just sit back and kick back. That was really nice. Thank you. That was a point. It's a great introduction. I mean,
it is a great introduction. It was written by Humpy Wheeler in April 2001, and that really starts off the book with, I think, such a good idea of who Smokey was. You know, he was a little rough around the edges. As we'll read, he's quite rude at times, I think.
Opinionated.
Opinionated.
If you didn't see it his way, he probably didn't have much patience for once or twice, and after that, he would just write you off. It just didn't have he didn't have time for that. And you can understand it. He had so much going on in his mind. He was just always doing something.
Yep.
I mean,
oh my God, true that. I already think that I cannot do enough in a day, and when I learned about all the stuff that Smokey did, I'm like, how did he get all that done?
Oh, I've often thought, a great one YouTube video would be to walk in Smokey's footsteps for 1 week.
Oh.
And I don't think it could be done.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Because as we start going through the book, you'll start seeing the hours that they worked. And racing, he worked. He had a diesel shop. He had a garage.
Yeah.
So all that happened first.
Yeah.
And then started the race team. The race, it started at 6 o'clock in the evening till 2 in the morning. So anyway, we'll go there. But
yep.
I don't know. I don't think I could do it. Just 1 week, just trying to keep up with his pace.
No, I don't think that I could at all.
No.
So we're gonna have a little bit over 2 weeks to read.
To read, and this be a good time to let everyone know where we're going to read to.
Yep.
And we could also remind folks, because Hunter is with us right now.
Oh yeah.
Why we're here, what we're doing, what the giveaway is. So
we have not made the announcement yet. We're waiting. We're waiting for some folks to get in the room. It looks like our room is pretty full right now, so we haven't said anything yet.
Okay.
But we are going to be reading to page 37 in my book. we're gonna read to the chapter The Fabulous Hudson Hornet. So we're gonna end right at this chapter, and that is what we will be discussing, the first 37 pages.
And in either book, it is 37. So whatever book you have.
Okay, or I guess 36 pages. We're going to be stopping at the end of page 36. So we will be discussing the first 36 pages at our next get together on the 29th at 3:30 p.m. And we'll remind you. Also, if you do not yet have the book, but me reading that introduction means you want the book, go ahead and I will be linking where to get the book. It's also in the community tab. I've listed a whole bunch of times where you can buy it. If you try to buy it on eBay, if you try to buy it on Amazon, it's actually pretty expensive. The best place to get it is actually directly from Carbon Press. So, all right, now that we've reminded you about book club, welcomed you to book club, and given you your first reading assignment, I suppose it is time to tell you about what the heck is going on behind us. Didi, do you want to show everyone again our fan? So we are beginning a new giveaway. Look at that! Lily did that for us! Oh my gosh. Can you see the hat too? You can totally see the hat. Okay, good. Yeah, this is Lily decorated our fan because it is spooky season and it is time to ghost your old fan.
Yes, there's a reason for this, and now here's the reason. And this is an example. If my granddaughter, which is actually very artistic, but can do this, y'all can too. And that's the next giveaway.
Yes, so for our next giveaway, you're going to be, for those of you that have crappy fans that you need to ghost, that you need to get rid of, and then you need to move on to something better, Hunter Industrial has sponsored another giveaway, so we'll be giving away another fan. However, this time, if you post a picture of your fan dressed up on social media, you get double the entry points. Or once again, if you don't, if you don't like to be public about how much your fan blows, you can also just enter it on their website. So I'll be linking all the information of how to enter it. You can do a video again, or you can just do a picture or whatever. And this time, the winner will be chosen completely at random by Hunter Industrial. So don't worry if you don't have time to get like super crazy with it. Just, put a sheet over it and like cut some holes in it or something like that.
You guys put a great idea, a ghost one.
Yeah,
a ghost fan. That's actually. We were thinking. Lily was thinking all day long, how's she gonna do it, and we let her just decorate it the way that, and she came up with great.
I think that's wonderful. I absolutely.
But the ghost fan. Now that you've given that suggestion, we may have a bunch of ghost fans. So you have to get all the ghost fans. But the ghost fan.
I
cool.
cannot wait to see how everyone decorates their fans. I, for one, am very excited. This is my favorite season. I love spooky season. If you saw the weather's getting amazing.
We actually got into the Halloween spirit last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's right, we did.
Yeah. It was fun.
So we're gonna have to dress up for the 29th.
Of that tequila from last year. Remember we made the sangre de muerto that we made?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we're in. I hope y'all are in. And yes, if you're gonna go to the trouble to do this, put it on Instagram, put it on social media, and get double the points. I mean, come on.
Yeah, seriously.
And where else? Who else is giving away a fan? I mean, the last time, somebody may have not said, they're going to give away this little fan about this big.
No, this one.
Yes.
Thank you, not this one. I mean, not this one, obviously.
Not this one, but I thought I was giving away my fan.
No, we're not giving.
100 fans, yes, didn't give, I want to get everybody in, so get everybody's emails, and then we're going to give away a little bitty, No,
it's a massive fan. It's a real deal. So you definitely want to enter.
So we're actually, that's kind of exciting. I mean, I don't know. So as viewers, y'all are just get a chance to get the big dog.
Yeah, and we get to be the viewers that get to look at your amazing fans when you've decorated them. Now that you're enjoying ours. So we will remind you all of this every quarter. Shop Mom, will you remind us to remind the fans?
Every 15 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yes, but
now we can say hi to everybody that's in here, because if y'all are in here, 78 of y'all are in here.
Amazing.
I can go through all 78 and give you hi. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna say your name wrong anyway.
Yeah, probably. Oh my God, everyone.
Except for Jessica.
Everyone is in the room. All right, so we're gonna hop into some questions.
Yes.
All right.
I've been listening to ASE questions.
Have you been listening to ASE questions?
I've been going over to Twitter. And do y'all know about that? Do y'all know about that? Because maybe they don't know about that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I have a Twitter where all I do is ask ASE test questions. And they're all different. I write them on the spot. The first thing I do when I wake up, I lay in bed, drink my coffee, and I write an ASE question. So I do like 3 to 4 a week. So it's a lot.
Yeah.
So you get like free ASE test questions. And you know what the funny thing is that like the actual ASE page, like they do ASE test questions too, but they have like no one interacts with them.
No one. So there is good out there in social media. There is
People
good
like
out
bye
there.
ASE. Yeah, but it's no fluff, it's no pictures, it's no drama, it's no news. All it is, my Twitter is only ASE test questions. And you can follow me at Superthing.
And then hit the notification. That's how I find out. Boom, they come up on there because I don't necessarily go on Twitter all the time.
I don't
anyway.
go on Twitter.
And
Yeah.
but I do for that. Like you say, it's very straightforward. It's ASE questions, and you answer, and I read the other people's answers, and that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. But, so,
I love seeing when people answer. I always read
Yeah.
them. Sometimes I forget to heart them. I gotta heart them so people know that I watch them and that I pay attention. But that's just the way to test yourself. So we're gonna do some breaks today.
All right.
All right.
Stop.
Stop!
We're talking about
We're
breaks
doing
today.
breaks now. Okay. All right. So this is the book that I read my ASE test questions from, if you're interested. And we are on page 246. And I'm going to ask question number 26. All right. All of the following statements are true about brake drum inside diameter measurements with a brake drum micrometer, except. These are always the tricky ones. I always miss the excepts, and I get all excited by the ones that are right. I'm like, ooh, and then I guess wrong.
So one is wrong. One is not true.
Yeah. A, the drum should be cleaned before measuring the diameter. Oh.
Okay.
B, if the drum diameter is more than specified, replace the drum. C, the drum diameter should be measured at 2 locations around the drum. D, this one's lame. Whoops.
No, but some people might be.
Okay.
We shouldn't judge. Let's not judge. All right.
D,
The drum should be off the car. We're measuring it. So far, it is looking that way, but let's
oh
wait.
my goodness. Okay. D, the drum diameter variation should not exceed, what is this, 35 thousandths of an inch?
That's 35 thousandths of an inch.
All right. What do you guys think?
Well, all right. Should be an easy one. I see no one answering.
Oh,
it.
no
I'm
one's
gonna hit-
answering it.
I'm-
Oh,
I'm
no. Okay, finally. See.
Finally,
We got some-
someone jumped out there and
Yeah,
did that.
I'll read these again. All right. All of the following statements are true about brake drum inside diameter measurement with a brake drum micrometer, except A, the
You can't read it with a straight face.
Why did I pick this question? I just chose it at random, y'all. A, the drum should be cleaned before measuring the diameter. B, if the drum diameter is more than specified, replace the drum. C, the diameter should be measured at 2 locations around the drum. D, the drum diameter variation should not exceed 35 thousandths of an inch.
I put D just because, of course, you should not. And it says that these are true.
Oh,
So-
really?
Well,
I'm guessing C.
everybody gets C, and I guess it's so easy of a question that I'm going to get it wrong because that's usually the way I go.
Oh!
Well, because it shouldn't exceed any of the number. I mean, it gives you a min and a max. When it gives you the max, it should not exceed the max. So if it's 1,000 past the max, by theory, it should be discarded. I'm not saying that you wouldn't if you're right at the max, but in other words, that's why they have a min and a max.
Well, that might be like less than the max.
It's 35,000.
Or less than the min, rather.
But that it said 35,000 is larger.
No, the drum diameter variation. The drum diameter variation should not exceed 35 thousandths of an inch. Variation.
Variation. So it's so confusing for me. It's so I'm gonna go with C like everybody. I don't know the answer to that one.
Well,
It says-
I'm only saying C because Toyota says that you should measure at 6 points around the drum, not 2.
yes, but you measure 2 points,
Uh-huh.
2 points, 2 points.
Yeah. So that's 3 spots for 6 total.
Oh, are they counting every time? It's so easy that it's not. And this is actually really good in a sense because sometimes, like in this particular instance, I would move on. I would kind of guess at it. I would tag it because it's so easy, so simple. But yet we can sit here all day long, and it's hey, when you measure anything, you measure in 2 points. But you got a perfect example of 2 points here, 2 points there, 2 points there. You measure it 3 times.
Yeah.
That's what they mean by that. But you always got to measure 2 points. If I only have 1 point, I have nothing to measure against. But sometimes
I love looking at the screen and seeing our little guy.
What do you think?
What do you think?
I'm going with whatever the fan says. Did Lily name the fan?
No. Oh my God! You said that just as Jedito says that the fan needs a name.
The fan needs a name.
All right.
We'll have to test it.
Let us know in the comments. What are we gonna name the fan?
What are we gonna name
the
the fan?
definitely.
I think my favorite part about that is the bloodshot eyes. I don't know if you can see them.
Mine
right
or-
now,
oh,
but
no.
Can you see the bloodshot eyes? Oh yeah, you can see the bloodshot eyes. Oh,
Just
definitely.
about.
I
Amazing
Curtin
job.
says smoky.
know. Oh my God, Hurton says name it Smokey because of the bloodshot eyes.
Is it something about Halloween
Oh,
at the time that just makes you go,
Someone
Fanny?
Too
Fanny
many
the fan.
projects. Fanny. That's pretty good. Oh my gosh. All right.
I take it that Lily's not in the room.
Lily's not in the room.
But that's a good, Fanny the fan so far is really good.
Fanny's pretty funny.
I still think it's something about Halloween that just makes it festive. It just, it's not even Halloween yet, but we're already getting in the Halloween.
Tryptophan.
What?
Tryptophan.
Tryptophan!
These are getting good.
That was
These are getting-
considered us, yes.
These are getting really
We
good.
should give away some stickers or button or something. I'll even pay for the postage to the best fan name.
Oh, do we have stickers?
No, most definitely we do.
Oh, I'm sure we got
have
some
it.
sort of stickers. We'll figure something out. All right, so I'm gonna. We've got a hint. We've got a hint that I'm gonna read. Brake drums should be inspected for cracks, heat checks, out of round, bell-mouthed shapes. Bell-mouthed shapes. Danny, what the heck? What is this?
You can decide what you want to do.
Oh my God, we got so many stickers.
Hmm?
We'll send them. We'll send them a
something.
random sticker.
Send a random something.
Yeah.
There's one that's sealed and we have no idea what's in it.
What the heck is that?
I don't know. It could be you said a random sticker.
What is that?
We'll find something. We'll find something
was
for
this
you.
supposed to go to somebody? Maybe this one is random and we just write their address on it.
My car payment.
Oh wow!
No wonder. There goes my credit score. All right.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm reading this.
We had a couple of good names there. All right. Let's find out what this is. Let's
Brake drums should be inspected for cracks, heat checks, out of round, bell mouth shapes, scoring, and hard spots. The inside drum diameter should be measured with a drum micrometer. If the drum diameter exceeds the maximum limit specified by the manufacturer, replace the drum. The drum diameter should be measured every 45 degrees around the drum.
That's probably why the 6 spots.
Oh, yeah. Well, that'd be 8 spots, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't really good.
The maximum allowable out of round specified by some manufacturers is 35 thousandths of an inch. If the out of round exceeds specification, the drum may be machined. If this machining does not cause the drum to exceed the maximum allowable diameter. All right, let's just see what the answer is.
Let's see the answer.
All right, so this is 26.
Chris says B and C.
What? You can't say both.
Cover all the bases.
This is.
All right, the answer is C. This question asks the statement that is not true. The drum should be cleaned before the diameter measurement. The drum should be replaced if the diameter exceeds the specifications.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum drum diameter variation should not exceed 35 thousandths of an inch. Therefore, statements A, B, and D are correct, but are not the requested answer. The drum diameter should be measured at 8 locations around the drum. Therefore, statement C is not the correct answer, making it the requested answer.
See, so if you were a Toyota tech, you'd go, no, Toyota wants it at 6.
Yeah.
But now we know ASE wants it at 8, so if we, for nothing else, and a lot of times, especially when you're joking like this, it's in there. Now the next time you come across that, you're going to go, I know the answer to that one. And that's why you practice.
No, absolutely. That's why,
I would have got that one wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I might.
You
well,
you got it right. You
yeah,
were
I
right,
jumped
and
right on
I
that
think
one. I did
everybody
jump
was
right on that
almost right except me. But it's okay
Well, it's like-
because
it's
the
really
rules say
easy.
you get it wrong. You
Oh
gotta take a
yeah, if you
drink.
get it right, you drink. If you get it wrong,
Y'all just like drinking.
well,
Yeah, it's true.
yeah.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
So we. So, since we answered a question, we'll remind you now
Yeah.
about a new contest. No!
Perfect timing.
Am I nailing it or am I nailing
Yeah,
it?
it's
This is
basically-
great. It's about time. Okay. So we're gonna remind you that we're giving away another one of these massive shop fans that you definitely want in your life. Actually, it is mosquito season right now, and I will tell you
In Texas,
that
this
my
is-
fan is like making my life so nice. It was very swampy the last couple days. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a lot to get done. And I was getting annihilated by the mosquitoes. So my fan keeps the mosquitoes off me. I don't know. You guys, it's been an amazing addition to my shop. And you know how we are? Like, people offer to sponsor our live stream all the time. We're always very honored. We love people's money. However, we don't take people's money for crappy products.
And how many things have we sponsored? We haven't really.
No, we don't really
They've been stuff
take a lot.
that we use.
We're very picky.
Yeah, and I mean it's not. It's sponsors are great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no, sponsors are great. We want sponsors.
But what's the first rule?
So,
What's the first rule?
no, honesty is everything.
We're gonna
As soon
try
as-
it. Do you really want us to do it?
Yeah, yeah,
Turn the
you have to
camera
try
on
it first.
and try it live because you're gonna get our true feelings about it.
Yeah, we don't let people tell us what to say.
Yeah.
Which is hard for some sponsors. Some sponsors want to give you a script to read and stuff, and be like, "Well, these are all the features and benefits that we want you to read out." We're like, that's not really our style, honestly. Like, so as you can imagine, we're difficult to sponsor. But yeah, I was working outside in the back dock all afternoon this afternoon, and I was being pulled down by the Jan fan, by the roll aroundy
They're
Jan fan.
really.
We really like them.
I've said it
We
from the
really like
beginning.
them, and we want you to have them. So.
Yes, it should have been just an initial reaction video because it's
Oh, we
like
should've.
wow, this is just.
Oh, the first time when I brought him one,
Yeah.
he was like, what is this?
Yeah, this isn't a Fisher Price my first
No,
fan.
it was not
No.
Fisher Price.
No,
So
no, it's
we're-
not.
So we love ours. We love the fact that we get to give another one
The variable
away to
speed.
y'all.
About the only complaint that I had was I had to actually anchor my posters down on the walls.
Oh, yeah.
It will move some air, but it'll actually now I've learned to just aim it in the one direction. If I'm working over here, I don't need to aim it at me, and it just actually will send air throughout the whole shop.
Oh, yeah.
It just circulate air through the whole shop.
Yeah, my shop is pretty small. I have like a one-car garage that I work out of, so yeah, mine just. I actually, you know what I got for mine recently that I need to install is like I have an articulating arm for it, so it can go out pretty far and then like go around the toolbox because my toolbox is massive. It actually fits perfectly, but I'm gonna put the articulating arm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's
So
pretty.
you can
neat.
actually pull it out and move it around. Whatever.
Yes. Yeah, it has a like little sort of thing. But anyway, so how can you win this fan? All you have to do is dress up your fan because 'tis a season to ghost your old fan. So if you have a fan that blows, go ahead and post a picture of it dressed up for the holidays with hashtag #ThisFanBlows. And you get double entry points if you put it on social media, or if you're just like a private person, or if you have a private page and you don't feel like putting it out there, that's okay too. You can, or if you don't have an Instagram at all, then you can submit it online to the Hunter Industrial website, and I will be posting that link below as soon as this live stream is over. Oh, thanks, Pat. Oh my gosh,
Well, thank
amazing! We really appreciate it.
And you can go. I
Yes.
think you can go to the Hunter site and see the last winner. You can see the videos there, or just to see examples of the videos. I know they're at Spanky's page.
Yeah, but you don't have to like post
you don't
a
have to-
video,
you don't-
and you don't even have to show how much your fan blows. Like all you have to do is dress it up for the holidays, like Lily did for us, because
Yes.
otherwise it's fun. It's the holidays. Get into the holidays, people. All right.
All right.
So yeah, exactly. Ghost your fan.
Ghost your fan.
Ghost your fan.
Ghost your fan, but not your fans.
Yeah, not your
Yeah.
fan. No.
Alrighty.
No. I had a fan. I was in the grocery store today trying to get food, and I had like someone catch me off guard, and I was like so shocked, and like I was in such a weird state of mind. I was just like, I just went totally silent. I didn't know what to say. I was like,
You went blank on him?
Yeah, I totally went blank. I was like, can I have the salmon, please? I didn't even know what to say. I couldn't even state of mind. Poor person. I'm gonna go back and be like, can you ask me that question again? But I was too embarrassed to ask him to ask me again. I was just like, what did you just say? I am very weird out in public, people. I'm extremely weird in public. I get very awkward. I get very awkward.
That's weird. I couldn't think. You're in front of the camera all the time. You're a natural.
No. Very awkward. It's fine. Well, when I'm not expecting it, and then someone like freaks out on me, I'm like, ah, and then like I sort of like go all.
Salmon, please.
I was like, what? I'll take the salmon. Okay, so we have another. Oh, wait, no. What did I just do with the other question? I had
Jake
another
Johnson
question.
says he likes to talking into his fan.
He likes to talk. into
Oh,
his
as a kid, remember how you used to talking to the fan?
fan. I totally do.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And it makes your voice sound funny. All right.
All right. Question.
Now I'm on page 257, and I'm going to ask question 47. All right. Brake pads are being installed on a vehicle. Technician A says that the inboard and outboard brake pads are interchangeable in most calipers. Technician B says that brake pad rattle may occur if there is any clearance between the pad retainer and the caliper retainer ledge. Who is correct?
B.
A only, B only, C both, D neither.
At least there's only two to guess from, so we've got a 50-50 chance. Come on here.
Let's see what people think so far. A lot of B's. We've got a C. We've got a B. Wow. All right, people are liking this question. Okay.
Most of the time, the brake pads will have a squealer. I don't know what the technical term
Yeah,
is
squealer
called.
tab.
It's a squealer
Yeah.
tab,
Uh-huh.
right? So they don't have them on both
We
sides.
only have them on one.
Yes, so that's why.
But a lot of times they'll come without the squealer installed. So you can put it on either pad.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So that might be.
I work on Chevys.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. And see, it's interesting because on a lot of Toyotas, they're the same inside and outside, especially the ones that have like the wraparound style caliper. However, I think that's I don't think that's common. Chevy guy too. What do you guys think? Like,
Well, what do you? But
I'm guessing they have to be different. I'm guessing they've got to be different. Because I'm thinking most of them are like the wraparound style.
Because
where you've got the single piston.
One snaps into the bracket and one snaps into the piston. So they're
I've seen
they're
that
different.
style before where they snap into
It's kind of a little bit
piston.
different because in San Antonio, the squealer means you got another 10,000 miles. That's what it's like. Oh, great! I still got another 2 months. I know, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the amount of brake noise around here.
Yeah,
Oh, my
that's just
goodness.
so the squealers are the people next to you going. Those are the squealers, and you're like,
Yeah.
yes, I got another 2 weeks.
No, I've got to say, like a lot of Toyotas have pads that are interchangeable inside and outside. But if I'm thinking ASE stuff right now, I'm thinking what you're thinking, where a lot of them have that little like. I don't know, it looks like 4 little fingers.
Mhm.
They have to like actually push into the caliper. I know that the ones in my Volkswagen are very different. They're actually totally different
And
size.
it's not talking about the fronts and the rears, and we're getting a little serious now because the rear disc brakes have a different piston design.
Yeah.
The rear disc brakes have a ratcheting piston design with the 4 little prongs. You
Yup,
most definitely
yup.
couldn't put one. You couldn't interchange that one.
No, that's very true.
On the front one with the regular caliper, so it depends on what vehicle you're talking about.
I have no. Yeah. So we're gonna. So if it's most. See, I'm always like whenever I see with ASE when they say like most, I'm always like, ugh.
Because it's most. Okay, you just.
Yeah.
It's easier when it's
Yeah.
a definite all or none, yes or no.
Yup.
Anybody guessing?
Yeah, we've had-
Everybody's probably guessing, or deciding to get out of brakes.
Yeah, I know.
Brakes are hard.
I know, definitely.
I ain't gonna work a brake check.
And then brake pad rattle may occur if there's any clearance between the pad retainer and the caliper retainer ledge. Definitely.
Definitely. So that's why I said that one, because there's actually is a little spring, or
Yep.
not actually like a spring,
Yeah,
but a little tab that goes in.
that acts like a spring to
Yeah,
keep the
just
pressure on.
it keeps it from brake
Yep.
chatter.
Yep. So I'm gonna say B only. What are you gonna say? B only.
B.
B. We got a lot of B's, didn't we? All right.
D, unless it's not.
D, unless it's not. We got a lot of B's. All right, well, let's see. All right, what's this? This is question 47.
I'm gonna call out Ace Mobile. He said C.
Oh, okay. The answer to, what is it, 47? 47 is B.
Oh, I'm 50-50, so I'm not like, I shouldn't pat myself on the back on that one. I just, yeah.
The inboard and outboard brake pads are not interchangeable in most calipers. So technician A is incorrect. If there is clearance between the pad retainer and the caliper retaining ledge, brake pad rattle may occur. Thus, technician B is correct, making the answer B the proper choice.
And it says most because like a Chevy early model 1975 Chevy, you know, something in the like 79 in that era. There's a little clip, and you put it on the one that's going to go against the caliper. So on that one it could go, but for the most part, no. That's why they said most.
And I will say the brake pads on my 4Runner are identical side to side.
See, there you go. Most.
And you put the little spoiler tab on yourself. You install it. All right, now we're going to move on to some electrical. But before we do, let's remind people.
Yes.
Annually remind people.
Yes. We are reminding you that you can need to decorate your fan. Go to your fan. I like the Face idea. Throw a sheet over it and make it a ghost fan. Something Halloween. When you go to the link, there'll be a link at the bottom. I think over there. I don't remember where the link's going to be, but it is going to be down there, and it gives you some nice examples of a fan decoration. So you're going to just decorate your fan for the holidays, and it could win you a fan.
Like this.
Yes. And
the best fan on earth.
yes, and don't make the mistake of last time thinking they're going to give me this little bitty Fisher Price My First Fan, a drawing of a fan, or no. We were actually very surprised that it was this fan.
Yeah,
I mean,
full size.
Full size, and I'm going to raise it
That
up.
one of you can win. And you can post it. You can submit your fan on their website, on the 100 Esther website, which is what we'll link below. Or better yet, you can post it on social media with hashtag this fan blows, and you'll get double entrance. And don't worry about being the best about dressing up your fan. You just got to dress it up because the winner will be chosen completely at random. And actually, we're also going to dress up for our live stream on the 29th. So if you feel like dressing up for our next book club live, where we'll be discussing.
Dress up, take some pictures, and send them to Shop Mom.
Oh yes, send them to Shop Mom. We love that.
That would be good.
Would you please?
That would be good.
Would you please show
most
how
definitely.
to get
Most
in touch
definitely.
with us?
And
If
Lily
you would like-
has joined us, so we can all tell her
Oh!
what a good job she did.
Lily is here.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Lily know what a good job. No.
She's under her mom's name,
Okay.
but she is here. She said hi.
Oh.
And look at the
wonderful.
beautiful job that our
She
granddaughter
did a
Lily did.
wonderful job. And here is how you can reach us. We are the Real Shop Mom. Well, Shop Mom is the realshopmom@gmail.com. Or you can also text us a picture. This is the Shop Mom hotline. Send us a text. And let us know how you're dressing up for the 29th. We will be dressed up. We hope that you will get dressed up with us. And we're going to have some spooky beverages. And we're going to discuss our first reading assignment, which is, I already forgot.
We're going to page
36.
37.
36! Oh my god.
Hudson Hornet.
Yes.
Up to
We are
the fabulous
reading,
Hudson
we're
Hornet.
finishing page 36, and we're not reading yet. We're
Yes,
reading up
stopping
to
there.
the fabulous Hudson Hornets. So, yeah, that's where we're reading to. Okay. Put the bookmark in that. That is for next time, the 29th, Friday the 29th at 3:30. 3:30 to like 4:35-ish. Okay.
All right.
So now I'm on page 294 in this book, the ASE study book, and this is electrical. All right. ready
Anything
for
but
this?
brakes. I thought, ever be anything but electrical. Right now, it's anything but brakes. So.
No, brakes is really hard for me. I think I've told the story multiple times because I always tell people like, hey, don't feel bad if this is really hard, because like I thought that brakes were gonna be so easy for me that I did not study it, and I went in there and I bombed that test.
I wonder how many people just go, I'm going to do the brakes one because I can get
Oh
down
yeah,
really,
it'll be so
really quick.
easy. No. If you do not know what the primary cup seal is in the master cylinder, you will fail.
And that's something that I would say most, unless you're an old timer or something, there's no one ever looks in a master cylinder anymore. you just go exchange a mass cylinder. So they need to update
it's
their
not-
questions, but
yeah.
that's why it really pays to study.
Yes.
Because you're just getting what questions they're asking. The questions on the actual test isn't going to be word for word, but you're going to see it. When you see it, you know that that's a question that you've already come across.
And ASE doesn't really write books. You can buy practice tests, which I did every time before I took a test.
It's worth it.
I would buy it's like $15 or something like that. And then at least you know like what they're going to be asking. This is just written by another company. What is it? Delmar ASE test prep.
There's plenty of them out there, but it gets you into the understanding of how the questions are put out there, how they're written,
Yeah.
and because if not,
ASE
like I said,
lingo.
yeah, it doesn't make any kind of sense if you just go at it just without any idea of how they write stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Because like I was
Most
not
of the
used to the
time
tech
is
stuff.
technician A is always slacking. I mean, I don't know if we ever get a technician A.
Oh goodness.
I'm just saying.
Okay. A customer complains about rough idle operation. The engine compression is satisfactory, and the scope test indicates satisfactory ignition operation. An injector balance test indicates normal injector operation. Technician A recommends using a scan tool to test the grams of airflow reading on the mass airflow sensor. Technician B recommends using the scan tool to determine the command from the powertrain control module to the torque converter clutch. Who is correct? A only, B only, C is both, and D is neither.
It's awfully quiet.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it's awfully quiet even here.
Oh, it's even here?
It's even
Oh,
awfully
okay.
quiet. Everybody's like, I didn't know we were going to do tests today.
Oh.
I didn't,
Ah.
Well,
you know,
A. What
I'm
did I
gonna say
say?
A is good. I'm down to.
You're done with A?
What's that?
What is A doing again?
A says
Using a
A
scan tool?
recommends using a scan tool to test the grams of airflow reading on the mass airflow sensor. Oh yeah, that's a Toyota problem.
The grams of airflow?
Yeah,
scan
for the
tool?
for the mass airflow sensor.
But isn't it showing the mass airflow sensor showing voltage, not grams of air? My air is awfully light.
Oh. I have no idea. Now that you're asking that question, no, I just look at mass airflow sensor readings.
For voltage readings.
No, you would see grams per second. You would
Do
see
you?
grams
Well,
per second on the scan tool. Yeah, totally.
Okay, well then there you go. That's why I build engines. That's why I build engines.
Yeah,
Because every time they come in, there's something wrong. They're blown up.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a pretty common one. That's a common 2AZ and 1ZZ one. But I don't know about.
New
Use
Level
this
Auto
scan
says
tool.
that mass airflows shows grams per second for sure. Awesome. Okay. All right. So that being said, what's the B?
Technician B recommends using the scan tool to determine the command from the powertrain control module to the torque converter clutch.
And it's running rough. That's the diagnosis.
Yeah.
It's running rough.
Yep,
Yep.
the customer complains about rough idle operation. Wait a second. It would not be B because it's rough idle. The torque converter clutch isn't going to be engaged to idle. A only.
So
A only.
I'm gonna go with A only as well.
That was
Sometimes you gotta just stick it out.
That was a good question.
I would say A is always wrong, but that just goes.
No, but that's
Technician-
true. Sometimes you just gotta think it out. I like that.
Yes.
Because I was like, I was so focused on the PCM part. I'm like, what the?
And look, we all look.
Thanks to Levelato.
And I think
Heck yeah,
and he got it wrong.
Technician A.
Technician A.
Yep,
And
yep.
that is awesome. This is kind of neat things like it's audience participation, whatever.
I love that.
Because
Yeah.
I'm an engine builder, so I didn't know that they actually. So they're converting voltage to grams.
Yeah, on the scan tool.
Okay. Cool. I guess I need
I don't
to.
know. I don't know how it does that. I just know. That's
I just use my scan tool to clear codes. I guess I should use it. I should maybe read some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
I have a Snap-on one. It does all.
Oh, you do?
I have a Snap-on one. That,
Yeah,
you know.
plug it in.
Plug it in. Well, I do. I do plug it in. And then clear codes. Are you sure? Yes. Sorry.
Look at the line.
I use mine a lot. I do. But, okay.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
Yeah, you gotta look at the live data.
It does have live data. It does. This one does have that, but I've never looked over
Oh,
there.
it's so interesting.
We're gonna have to hook it up one day and just
And
turn
just
it on.
see.
Yes.
Yeah. Read it just like on the way to work. You know, just have it up.
And get some data. I love data, but I've
Yeah,
never
data's
gone
great.
into live data while, you know. Anyway.
Wow, and you have a nice scan tool too.
Yeah.
Mine is lame. Mine is very lame. Well, my basic one is lame because I don't normally do things that aren't Toyota.
So
And then I use like
you-
the Toyota factory scan tool for like, you know, most of my stuff. But I have a little lame one that I use for like, you know, when someone bothers me with something that's not a Toyota, I'm like, fine, I'll work on this.
Well, I'm going with
Like
New
tonight.
Level Auto just because he educated me on something, and then well, you did as well. So let's just see.
Well, you know, it was interesting because when you said that, I was like, wait a second, do mass airflow sensors do that too? Because most Toyotas have airflow meters, not mass airflow sensors. And I was like, is it just an airflow meter thing? And like, you sort of put me on the spot and I had to think about it. And I was like, what? No.
I'm very old school, so I do use but I'm looking just for voltages. I use voltages for like the O2 sensor. I don't
Yeah.
get past that. It's like, wow, it's actually showing you,
Oh,
because that's actually a cool tool that you could actually use for how much fuel consumption.
Speaking of O2 sensors, remember how I got the code for O2 sensors and then I replaced my O2 sensors? And then I cleared the codes and they were gone for like a month.
And it beep. So it's something to think. It's we talked about O2 sensors can be real tricky because it can be the result of the cause.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was obviously the result.
Well, now I got P0420, so now you can catalytic converter. No, I don't want one. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
In San Antonio, if you don't want a catalytic converter, just park it somewhere. Just park it into a restaurant and go eat.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had it. Well, one of my friend Jasmine is she does roadside assistance, and she did roadside assistance for someone whose car was very loud, and yes, she was like, I don't know what happened. It was just loud this morning. She was like, damn, Grandma's got a race exhaust on there, and she was like, no, it just happened this morning. And then she was like, "Oh no!"
And I'm not just picking on San Antonio. I love San Antonio. Yeah, this is everywhere.
It's a huge problem in Portland.
Yeah,
actually.
this is everywhere. This is
It's
everywhere.
a huge problem in Portland. We had like so many stolen out of the parking lot of Atomic Auto that we actually started installing those kits to like, you know, keep people from stealing.
I saw somebody on Instagram or somewhere that is now making a skid plate.
Yeah.
Tip bolts on and you're
Yeah.
trying to cut mine off.
Yeah. You can like put little cages on them. You can put cables on. There's all sorts of things that you can do to like keep people from stealing them. Isn't that crazy?
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah,
No,
but like that
I'm
doesn't
talking
really
to you.
happen out here though.
No, but it just happens everywhere. So
Yeah.
okay.
All right, so we've got time for one more.
Do we have the answer to that? It was. Did we answer
Oh,
that?
shoot, the answer! Oh, God,
Yes.
I'm sorry. What question was that? What did I just... 20. No, I'm sorry. I already changed it.
It was about the airflow
Yeah, it was question
and
5.
the torque converter.
Yeah, I got a little too
And
excited.
that was a good point. If
Sorry,
it's idling,
people.
it wouldn't be
5.
the
Yeah, the torque converter wouldn't be... Yeah,
locking
so
in or locking out
Yeah.
or not even on the car wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, 5 is A. The rough idle problem may be caused by an erratic grams per second airflow reading through the map sensor, which in turn is caused by a contaminated or defective sensor. So technician A is correct. The PCM has to receive a signal from the vehicle's speed sensor indicating a specific vehicle speed before it can command the torque converter clutch on. Thus, technician B is incorrect, making A the correct answer.
You were good. That was because you picked up on that part. So you would have already eliminated 2.
yes.
Yeah, it's true. You're not moving. That was awesome.
Yeah, well, I forgot about the fact that we weren't moving until you mentioned the question. I was like, at idle, rough idle, rough idle! Ah!
We're not moving.
Yeah.
All right.
What is, Kyle, what is that little...
Oh, that's that. I never seen one of those. I don't know what
Oh.
that little guy like that, whatever.
Yeah.
So you'll have to
really
let us know where
cute.
you got that emoji because
That's really cute.
Yeah.
All right.
We're
Last
just,
question.
We're just having too much fun.
Oh,
today.
wait. We've got to...
Yes.
In between questions, we have to
in
remind
between
people of the
questions.
announcement.
Yes. So we're here for a specific reason, besides just to have fun and do our ASE test questions and talk about smoke unit. And we're going to start the book club again.
Yes.
But the most important thing is join, enter, enter the fan giveaway.
Yes.
It's that simple.
Uh-huh.
It is that simple. Lily did this afternoon.
Yeah.
To our fan, just to show you how this is it, and you can enter it. Take a picture of that, send it in.
Yep.
You're done. If you share it on social media, bonus points.
Double entries.
Double entry
Yep.
points.
Use
So
hashtag this fan blows so we can find it, because that's our hashtag for this amazing fan. So hashtag this fan blows. Dress up your fan for the holidays. Make it festive.
Mm-hmm.
But also the winner's chosen at random. So all you have to do is dress it up. It is not to be the best. You know, so if you're
And
concerned that
some of y'all may have some really scary fans. Yeah, I'm not even joking, kind of joking, but I know the blades are all covered in everything in the world.
Yeah.
Uh,
You've got a scary fan that just,
yes.
like, jumps off the side of the table.
It just sits there and brrr. It's an oscillating fan. I got an oscillating fan, but if you don't watch out, it'll oscillate right off the table.
It's not supposed to be nice,
oscillating.
oscillating.
So people keep making suggestions for the name for the fan.
Oh, what do we have?
We have all kinds of them, and I'm just going to say that it's probably best to go ahead and send your suggestions to therealshopmom@gmail.com,
Oh,
and we
good point.
can sort through them, because I love Tryptophan,
I love
I
tryptophan.
love Dan the Fan Man, I love, there's just so many
I
of them.
liked Fanny too.
Yes, and then of course there's a Phantom.
Oh!
Phantom
For
is
Halloween,
there.
Oh!
Yes. So
These are good!
Whoever came up with Phantom should go ahead and take a picture because
that's
yours.
Cassandra. Cassandra came up with
Well,
Phantom.
Cassandra, that's actually
That's really good.
that's actually really good.
Wow.
We're not choosing the winners, but if we were, that would be already like a plus on my side. If we're not doing the ones that are picking the winners, but
Yes, yes.
that is cool.
Wow. Yeah,
Y'all
we've got
are into
some
it.
great. We've got some great.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Oh my God.
Frankenstein.
These are getting good.
They're getting really
People
good.
are so creative. Oh,
Look at
thank
all
you,
this.
New Level Auto.
Well, he has a name for one.
Fanner
Danner.
Oh
So,
my God.
Y'all are really into this. That's awesome.
I love this so much.
And if you have a cool name, just decorate your fan to fit your the Phantom.
And
Phantom
of
of the
course,
Opera.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
I love
We
these
do-
names so much. Oh, thank you, Hurton. Oh my gosh, thank you
Hurton.
so much. Oh, we love you guys. So thank you so much. Oh, for Joe. Oh, thank you, Hurton. Oh my gosh.
Hurton's been with us for a long time.
I know.
Since we started.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a whole bunch of folks who are with us since when
Since we started. Yeah.
And then
We're a
there's
really
some
loyal
new
community.
folks who don't understand the concept of Automotive Book Club.
Oh.
So we might
Yes.
want to kind of touch on that and let folks know.
Oh, definitely. Okay, yes. We'll remind people about Automotive Book Club. So if you watch back to the beginning, I read just the intro. So we actually started Automotive Book Club during the pandemic because we felt like a lot of people were probably, super isolated, stuck at home, working from home, and just, needed something to do that wasn't screen time. And I know that, this is screen time right now, right? So we're trying to get people to do what we're also trying to promote at the same time. So
Or at least good screen time.
good screen time,
At least-
yeah.
Yes.
So we're just like, you know what? More people should be reading. And so we just decided to start up Automotive Book Club, share our love of Smokey Yunick, which I found my love of Smokey Yunick through Danny, who's the biggest Smokey Yunick fan I've ever met in my life. And I had no idea what I was missing from my life until I started learning more about Smokey Yunick. So this is actually the second book. We've already read the first book in the trilogy. And we actually, back at the very beginning when we started, we actually have already gotten through halfway through this book, but we're starting it over again because this one is really information dense. It talks about a lot of people in Smokey's life and a lot of people in racing history. And if you are a true automotive fan, not only do you need to know who Smokey Yunick is, oh my God, but also everyone that he talks about in this book.
Book
And he
one
shares,
is about mainly because not all
Yeah.
about his life. So it was younger from
his early life
his
too. His time
military
in the world,
flying,
in the war.
just awesome. Book two, he's talking
This
about
is
people.
racing, yeah.
So it's all of the
People
different
in
people
racing.
yes, Mickey Thompson's in there. Everybody, AJ Foyt's in there. Everybody's in there that ever drove for him, or even Bill France is in
He
there.
talked about his mom a little briefly.
Yes, and, he does touch it. Yes, it's just very, very. It's good reading.
Yes.
Like I said, it'll take you away from what's happening right now, and put you in a different place and time.
A different
And
time. Yeah.
The neat thing about it that you don't really know until you start reading, he actually he was very pointed. He had things to say and examples of, you think, why is he going down this road? and he'll end it with just a poignant part. It's all about good people. It's treating people well. It's just really surprising. Oh, there we go.
Well, okay, that means the live stream is over. So we will end on this note because I have a customer coming to my house that I've got to like get their car and everything like that.
Because you know us, we would go for hours. In the early days, we would, yes.
Yeah, before the days of the chicken timer.
Remember the vodka?
Oh, yeah. You have to go back to the archives.
Yeah, that was a good one.
In Faye's channel, and yeah, so there was some tears, and they were real.
And it was fun.
We're genuine and we're real, and so if we cry or if we laugh, it's all real.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So we are going to be reading.
Now people are gonna go back through all your old videos looking for that one.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
We're reading to page 36.
6.
The end of page 36. We're stopping at the Fabulous Hudson Hornet chapter. And we are going to be discussing, all of our next live stream is only discussing the book. So no ASE test questions. Do not come looking for ASE test questions. We will be discussing the book, those 36 pages, and we'll be announcing the winner of our Jan Fan giveaway. So
Yes,
between
one of
now
y'all.
and
I'm
the
gonna go.
29th. Between now and the 29th, you need to
And
read.
that'll be at our regular happy hour time.
Yes.
Remember, not at 5.
Right, regular happy hour time. That is at 3:30 p.m. Central Time, right here on YouTube.com/FayeHadley. We'll be announcing the winner of the Jan Fan giveaway to whoever
One of y'all's gonna win.
win. Yeah, one of y'all's gonna win.
You got plenty of time.
Plenty of time to dress up your fan.
Decorate your fan.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we'll be discussing the book. So the first 36 pages. So
Yes, and then of course, when we do our Friday live streams, we'll be back to our ASE questions and just having fun.
Absolutely.
The Wednesday ones will be book club.
Book club.
And we'll just work on or have fun on
It'll
reading
work
the book.
itself out naturally. So we'll just update you and let you know what the live streams will be. And just keep tabs. I'll also give updates on the community tab as well. So after this video is over, I will post the link down below for where you can actually enter in your fan dressed up for the holidays. Because it is time to ghost your old fan and get a new one, courtesy of Hunter Industrial
Yes,
and the
they're
amazing
so
Jan
nice of
fan.
them.
So I'm pretty stoked. I did not see Spank in the chats today, but I hope that.
I saw Hunter in the room.
Yes, excellent.
Yeah, Hunter's been interacting with everybody. There's lots of thanks to Hunter for everything that's going on.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for following the live stream. It really
Superman
helps.
wants everybody to pray for the one hostage.
Oh, we have a
We have
hostage.
one
One
Oh,
hostage, and he
Pray for
reminds
them.
us all to pray for him. And then
Yes.
there's somebody new in here who wants to know, who is that man next to you? But we can save that. Peace and assembly grease, folks.
Peace and assembly grease.
Peace.
And
And
we'll see you on
assembly
the next one.
grease. You know what to do. Read your books, dress up your fans, and we will see you on the 29th, and we'll be in costume. And we hope you are too. Do not forget to send pictures of you in costume
Yes.
to therealshopmom@gmail.com or text us. And peace
And voicemails are good.
and assembly grease.